Kishane Thompson, Shericka Jackson. Question: should fans and sprint athletics enthusiasts be worried about their recent performances? Thompson's underwhelming 60 meters debut and Jackson's season opener in her corresponding race? Thompson's season opener was a knockout. He made a roaring start to the season, seemingly picking up from where he left off in 2024. A stupendous season, which culminated with a fantastic achievement, winning an Olympic medal in his Olympic debut. The expectation from fans was based on Thompson's impressive season opener. Everyone was expecting a cracker, especially because he was coming face-to-face with 7-time Olympic medalist Andre De Grasse, who has a 60 meters personal best of 6.60 seconds. The race was certainly not what everyone had expected. It fell flat. Did this race tell us anything about the condition he is in? And what were Thompson's feelings about the expectations? Well, he said, competing indoors is uncharted territory for me, and I have no expectations, just taking it one step at a time and enjoying the journey. Shericka Jackson.
The ultimate final explodes into life. Richardson on the outside. Jackson's going really well in the middle. It's her title, this is her event.
Just over a year ago she was on another level. The 200 meters world record was insurmountable to every other 200 meter sprinter. Well, unless your name is Shericka Jackson. This fantastic run was an audacious attempt. And then came the Gyulai István Memorial in Hungary. July 9, 2024, competing in her beloved 200 meters race. Jackson went into this race with niggling injuries just over 3 weeks before the Paris Olympics. She probably wanted to test her body, to see how it would perform in those upcoming, grueling encounters, and it failed her. She'd pulled up coming down the home stretch, and limped off the track, and that injury jeopardized the rest of the season for her. Right here, she usually pulled away from her opponents, but her body did not quicken as it usually does, clearly inhibited by those nigglings. On January 25, Shericka Jackson made an official comeback in a 60 meters race. Her performance was devoid of that fiery energy that we used to see from her. She was outgunned by Jodine Williams. Jackson clocked a time of 7.18 seconds to finish second. Will she ever get back to the level where she was, gunning for that world record again? The answer from me is a resounding yes. If we contextualize the latter part of her impressive trajectory, her very special performances from June 2022 to May 2024. Within those 2 years, Shericka Jackson dashed to 3 of the 4 fastest times in history. At the national trials, the Athletic World Championships in Budapest and Hayward Field, Oregon. Here is the thing, I don't believe her subpar performance in her season opener is a precursor to how her season will go. Rather, I believe it will have a paradoxical effect, in that her notoriously sluggish start may have made this 60 meters race her weakest event, but I believe it will enhance her chances of achieving her ultimate goal. The first segment of her race, including her start of course, is not her forte. It is still a work in progress. Without progression in this area, her ultimate goal will be unattainable. Her efforts would just be a futile endeavor. The same is true for Kishane Thompson. His participation in the 60 meters also could have a paradoxical effect. His history of injuries does not lend itself to the rigors of the 60 meters race. But if he wants to reverse the Paris result, improvement in this area I believe is a must. So presumably his participation was intentional. His ultimate goal is predicated on his progression in this area. Thompson may have taken a leaf out of Noel Lyles's playbook. Before the Paris Olympics, there were progressions made in Lyles's starts in the first third of his races. Today he is the 100 meters Olympic champion.